Hey, Whippersnaps, it's Tortoise the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown NU Battles. And we are back with our new You Don't team, and leading off with Javik. And Javik is going to throw up the rocks, and then the Rampardos sticks around, so he's also going to wreck the Rampardos while we're out there, and that's good work on Javik's part. Then they bring in the Rotom Fan, so I'm going to switch Javik. Or no, I'm not. That's right. I leave Javik in because he's got Rock Slide, and so I decided to go for that. Wasn't too worried about what the Rotom was going to do, and so I left Javik in. At that point, they switch into the Marowak, realizing that the Rotom is a little screwed. So Javik's going to come out then. Because of the trick, he was locked into the Rock Slide. Couldn't do a ton to Marowak. Radagast comes in, is able to get up to Paralysis, but the Thunder Punch is too much. Marowak's going to take an Ice Cold Crash, though. Paralysis letting Nut move first, and then Nut's going to go for the Aqua Jet here, but Marowak switches out, so unfortunately the Marowak's going to survive, at least till he comes back in. With the rocks there, he's pretty low. So Javik comes in. Unfortunately, Klingler's got the Brick Break, which he was throwing up against the Ice Time Nut, and so Javik's going to go down as well. So at that point, Slimer comes in. He's got the Poison Jab, and he hits and poisons, and the poison kills Kingler. So, nice little move from Slimer there. We got pretty lucky with the rolls on that one, I think. Then Rotom Fan comes in, survives the rocks, but the Shadow Sneak's going to be enough to kill it. Ninjask comes in, sets up the Protect. Is going to go for the Swords Dance, which I don't understand. They just saw me use Ice Punch. I don't know what they were hoping to accomplish there. Maybe hoping I would switch out. I'm not sure why I would do that, but there we go. We get lucky again. I don't want to say misclick. I used Ice Punch when I probably could have been using the Stab Poison Jab. But we got lucky, and we got the freeze there, and that worked out really nicely. And then they forfeit, which is kind of annoying, given that it would have taken them 2 seconds to just send Marowak out and have him die to rocks damage. If the match is over, why bother with that? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, at least they stuck around long enough for us to get a decent battle out of it. That wouldn't have really mattered in the long run, because Marowak would have died on switch-in, so not like it would have even been a chance there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let's check out battle number 2, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, welcome back to battle number 2 here. We lead off with Javik, as we do, and throw up the Stealth Rocks there. They bring Petal in, and Petal has got the Energy Ball, which Slimer is going to absorb very nicely, and they're going to switch Petal right on out, bring Mawile in. I expected that, so I set up the Curse. I figured with the Steel type there that they would be expecting the Poison and make adjustments accordingly. So we were able to do pretty well there. Slimer's able to throw up some moves against the Mawile there, and I go for the Shadow Sneak. If I had done it 3 times in a row as opposed to Shadow Sneak, Ice Punch, Shadow Sneak, we might have been able to kill the Mawile there. Unfortunately, he baton passes into the Archeops, and Archeops is going to wreck Slimer, which I figured was probably going to happen, but wasn't anything I wanted to switch into it either. So Nut and Eve tag team with priority in order to take out the Archeops, which worked out pretty well. And then Eve is going to come in, and she's going to do a pretty decent job of taking out the Dunsparce here for us. There she goes. Dunsparce goes down. Works out very, very nicely for us. Then Petal comes back in. I'm going to switch into Radagast. I think I'm being clever at this point. Eve is going to take that Energy Ball, and we're going to throw up the Bug Buzz, which lands and does pretty decent damage. But then the Petal, the Meganium, throws up the Ancient Power and wrecks Radagast, which I didn't anticipate. I was kind of surprised by that. But you don't see lots of Meganiums, at least in the tiers I usually battle in. So, you know, I didn't know what to expect. Maybe that's a common thing for all I know. Eve comes in, finishes off the Meganium, throws up the Earthquake on the Lantern. Lantern's going to throw up a Thunderbolt of its own, but not do a whole lot to Eve. They're going to throw up the Protect, and they get a little bit back from leftovers, but honestly, just kind of wasting time at that point. And Lantern's going to go down. Mufasa comes in. We're going to go for the Sucker Punch, but they throw up the Will-O-Wisp. So Eve's going to get burned there and take the Dark Pulse and go down. So now we're down 2-2. Spud comes in at that point, and Spud's going to take a Dark Pulse there as well. But we're going to throw up the Superpower, and Spud's going to get the stat boost thanks to Contrary, and Mufasa's going to go down to that. Then Mawog comes in, barely survives the rocks, and is going to take another superpower and go out. So yeah, a fun little battle with our NU team. I really like this team. I threw it together just kind of haphazardly at one point. But it's been fun. I don't come back to it real frequently. I don't spend a lot of time in this tier necessarily, but when I do, it's always a fun team to come back to. So I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. I'm Tormer the Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, guys, and I will see you all back here next time. Have a good one.